Joshua chapter 19. Hi, I'm Lydia and I'm currently reading the entire Bible, chapter by chapter, day by day, until I get to the end of it. I started in James, got halfway through Exodus, and there were so many laws I just needed a break, which is ironic because recently in Joshua there have been a whole bunch of names, which mean nothing to me. But we're ploughing on nonetheless. And with that in mind, let's get right into it. Joshua chapter 19. Allotment for Simeon. The second lot came out for the tribe of Simeon, clan by clan. Their inheritance lay within the territory of Judah. It included Beersheba, or Sheba, Moladah, Hazar Shual, Bela, Ezem, Eltalad, Bethel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markaboth, Hazer Susa, Beth Labaoth, and Sharuhen, 13 towns and their villages. Ain, Rimmon, Ether, and Ashan, 4 towns and their villages, and all the villages around these towns as far as Baalath Beer, Ramah in the Negev. This was the inheritance of the tribe of the Simeonites, clan by clan. The inheritance of the Simeonites was taken from the share of Judah, because Judah's portion was more than they needed. So the Simeonites received their inheritance within the territory of Judah. Allotment for Zebulun. The third lot came up for Zebulun, clan by clan. The boundary of their inheritance went as far as Sarid. Going west, it ran to Maralah, touched Dabasheth, and extended to the ravine near Jokneam. It turned east from Sarid toward the sunrise to the territory of Kisloth Tabor, and went on to Daberath and up to Japhia. Then it continued eastward to Gath Hepher and Eth Kazin. It came out at Rimmon and turned toward Neah. There the boundary went around on the north to Hanathon and ended at the valley of Ifta El. There's no way to recognize if these names have 2 names or one in one. I wish you could see that. Read along with me in the NIV and you'll see what I mean. And the way that my Bible jumps from line to line, I don't know. Oh, okay. There the boundary went around on the north to Hanathon and ended at the valley of Ifta El. Included were Katath, Nahalah, Shimron, Idalah, and Bethlehem. Hey! There were 12 towns and their villages. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of Zebulun, clan by clan. Allotment for Issachar. The fourth lot came out for Issachar, clan by clan. Their territory included Jezreel, Kesuloth, Shunem, Hapharaim, Shion, Anaharath, Rabbith, Kishion, Ebez, Remeth, En-Ganim, En-Haddah, and Beth Pazez. The boundary touched Tabor, Shahazumah, and Beth Shemesh, and ended at the Jordan. There were 16 towns and their villages. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Issachar, clan by clan. Allotment for Asher. The fifth lot came out for the tribe of Asher, clan by clan. Their territory included Helkath, Hali, Beten, Akshaph, Alamelech, Amad, and Mishal. On the west, the boundary touched Carmel, and Shihor Libnath. It then turned east toward Beth Dagon, touched Zebulun and the valley of Ifta El, and went north to Beth Emek and Nehiel, passing Kabul on the left. It went to Abdon, Rehob, Hammon, and Cana, as far as Greater Sidon. The boundary then turned back toward Ramah and went to the fortified city of Tyre, turned toward Hosa, and came out at the sea in the region of Akzib. Ummah, Aphek, and Rehob. turned toward Hosah and came out at the sea in the region of Aksib, Uma, Aphek, and Rehob. Okay. There were 22 towns and their villages. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Asher, clan by clan. Allotment for Naphtali. The 6th lot came out for Naphtali, clan by clan. Lord have mercy. Oy. Their boundary went from Heleph and the large tree in Zaananim, passing Adami Nekeb and Jabneel to Lakum and ending at the Jordan. The boundary ran west through Aznoth, Tabor, and came out at Hukoth. It touched Zebulun on the south, Asher on the west, and the Jordan on the east. The fortified cities were Ziddim, Zer, Hamath, Rakath, Kinnereth, Adamah, Ramah, Hazer, Kedesh, Edrei, Enhazer, Iron, Migdal El, Horem, Beth Anath, and Beth Shemesh. There were 19 towns and their villages. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Naphtali, clan by clan. Allotment for Dan. The 7th lot came out for the tribe of Dan, clan by clan. The territory of their inheritance included Zorah, Eshtaol, Ir-Shemesh, Shalabin, Aijalon, Ithla, Elon, Timnah, Ekron, Eltekeh, Gibbethon, Baalath, Jehud, Bein-Berak, Gath-Rimmon, Me-Jarkon, and Rakon, with the area facing Joppa. But the Danites had difficulty taking possession of their territory, so they went up and attacked Leshem, took it, put it to the sword, and occupied it. They settled in Leshem and named it Dan after their forefather. These towns and their villages were the inheritance of the tribe of Dan, clan by clan. Allotment for Joshua. When they had finished dividing the land into its allotted portions, the Israelites gave Joshua, son of Nun, an inheritance among them, as the Lord had commanded. They gave him the town he asked for, Timnath-Serah in the hill country of Ephraim, and he built up the town and settled there. These are the territories that Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the tribal clans of Israel assigned by lot at Shiloh in the presence of the Lord at the entrance to the tent of meeting. And so they finished dividing the land. Right. Thank you so much for joining me today and for reading the Bible with me and for pouring into your own relationship with God. This is great stuff and I'm very happy for you. I pray that God blesses you abundantly today and tomorrow in case I do not post, but I do plan on posting tomorrow, so God willing, I will see you then. Aside from that, if you would like to watch these videos in a clearer order, you can do so by clicking the link in my TikTok bio, which will take you to my YouTube channel. There are playlists, omnibus playlists of every chapter I've read from James to halfway through Exodus and then from Joshua onwards, and also playlists dedicated to each book of the Bible which I have covered, including the half book of Exodus, which I will be going back to perhaps sooner rather than later. You know, as I've been reading these lists in Joshua, I realise maybe they're not so bad. Maybe I'll go back and read the entire Pentateuch, being Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. Maybe, who knows, we'll see how I feel at the end of this. Regardless, I also have made those playlists and I've also recorded videos in French and Spanish, which are not my first language. I learnt them at school and then I stopped learning them for a while and I was a bit nerfed by that. And now here I am back learning them again, immersing myself again. So if you are a French speaker or a Spanish speaker, please have mercy on me. You know, my pronunciation will not be perfect every time, but I will be working on it. And slowly but surely, God willing, I will make the progress required to finish this thick Bible by the end of my life. by the time I'm 25-ish. Anyway, God bless you, and God willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.